Martin's shave tests, 5th of February, and it's a Wednesday, and I don't like Wednesdays, middle of the week. Time for a shave. I'm going to use probably my largest and actually one of my best razors. I'm going to use my 13/8 Gipson, but mostly I want to use this rather special deer tallow with I have to say, this is probably the nicest aroma of all the shave soaps I've ever tried. This is with the sandalwood base, and of course, it's from Eric Cajun Blade. This is his small sample pot, and I'm keeping this. I have given a couple of bits to other lucky people, but this is superb. It's absolutely the most fragrant and pleasant of all the shave soaps I've ever come across. However, you can't do very many of these, I wouldn't have thought. There's probably not enough deer, because it is actually a deer tallow fat. And the main thing is though, the aroma. In fact, I like it so much, I often leave the top of the sample pot to make my house smell nice. Anyway, I'm going to slap some of this on. That was an effort of doing a pre-shave, but come on. It's Wednesday morning, it's early, there's a heavy frost outside. I've got work to do and I don't want to, so I'm going to make up for it by having a good shave. And I haven't used my huge Gipson 13/8 very much, and yet the strange thing is, I don't know why, it's one of my favourite razors. It's also very good for weight training because it weighs a ton. It has to, because it's got an enormously thick spine to make up for the very far away edge. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. I'd also like to try it against a similar quality, a custom razor, which is my lovely Rigarazor, which is a half hollow, whereas the Gipson is actually a full hollow and rings like a bell on the hanging hair test, which I did do. So both have been hanging hair tested. Very, very cursory stropping, didn't really need it. I'm a firm believer that if the edge is perfect and you've hanging hair tested it, why bother? Anyway, let me do the usual rigmarole, which is boring you to tears, but please do dry the fingers, especially when you're dealing with straight razors, particularly when they're huge straight razors. So without further ado, let me show you the beast. Da, 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 da. That's a shovel. That is really a big, big razor. And yet it's gentle. It actually has given me a couple of really first-rate shaves. So I'm not going to say any more. What I'm going to say is, wonderful razor, let's get started. Yeah, it's a gentle giant. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Now this is as good as the Spanish razors, and that's saying something. Yep. Effortless. No drag. Oh, beautiful beast. So that's first pass, half the face. Let's now do a first pass on the other side, but using a beautiful Rigarazor, which I have to say is again superb. Let me just show you in a comparison between the two. There's a Rigarazor, that's an 8/8, and that's a 13/8. Yeah. But the Rigarazor, beloved all around the world, and for good reason. Superb steel and Scandinavian manufacture. Let's see. Stiffer. Yep, that is a typical half hollow. It does feel stiff, hasn't got the feedback, but lovely edge. Yeah. Needs using more. I've got to say that for feedback, the big Gipson's better. Who would have thought? All down to grind. I'm not sure about the edges, whose edge they were. I have to be honest. Neither of the edges are mine. But both are first rate. All I've ever done is give them a light stropping. But just yeah, it's really, really good. So would I recommend amongst your armoury? Yes, get yourself a Rigarazor. But I do believe they do a full hollow. But this one is a half hollow and therefore a stiffer grind. Personally, I'm going to go back to the big boy. That's first pass with the grain. Let's do against the grain with the Gipson. I must say I'm quite excited because I haven't tried them together before, and for me, it sadly, as you would probably imagine, normally the feedback wins for me. I do like a full hollow. Let me just show you just how full hollow it is. Now that is a full hollow. Oh, what a beauty. Gentle as a lamb. Yeah, this is a beautiful razor with a beautiful edge. It's responsive, incredibly smooth. I've got no complaints about this at all. This is really first rate. Yeah. Across the nails. Very, very nice. Haven't used it in ages, so do excuse me. Let's do a fool's pass. Yeah. I should use this more. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful razor. Yep. Buffing pass. Up and down. Up. Smooth it down. Up. Smooth it down. Without me boring you to tears, I would honestly say, why would anybody shave with anything else? A good deep hollow ground razor is a pleasure. And I tell you what, that is smooth. Gosh, that is smooth. So, I'm not going to bore you to tears. I'm going to keep this as a short video, just to say, I'm delving, good word, isn't it? I'm delving into the depths of my collection and trying to dig out some gems. So you will be seeing a few more such wonders from me. But as far as the soap goes, why not have something that really smells delicious? I've got to say, Eric, the Cajun Blade, does do exceptionally wonderful soaps. It's Louisiana Black Magic. I'm certain of it. This will go one more time because I like it. The delicacy of a big razor. You're not farting and fiddling about, which you do with little razors. Yes, I've got 4/8 that do shave quite well. Particularly one which I'd like to try again sometime. Little 4/8 from Eckelstuna from Sweden. Swedish steel is very, very good. So anyway, that will be yet another Scandinavian blade. Both these are Scandinavian, so I'm told. This is a gentle razor, I do like it. I'm going to go a couple more passes and call it a day. Yeah. You can trim just as well with a big boy as a little razor. Yeah, look at that. Always stick the tongue out to get the awkward spots. Does help. I always find a few little hairs at the edge of the mouth. Funny old angle, aren't they? Yeah, I still need a couple more stripes on that one. The edge on this is superb and the weight really, really helps. So I'm very happy. I hope you're all doing well. Wherever you are, I'm sure it's winter. I'm a military antique restorer, so I've got to go out into a cold workshop and start beating metal. But then steel and I get on quite well. And brass and nickel, silver and... So that's it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to just wipe off this absolutely splendid example of craftsmanship and say, if you ever get a chance to get one of these, I would advise that you do. This one came from a very good friend in America who we often trade with, and I've got to say, what a beautiful creature. It only says ED on the tang, but anyway, I'd be more proud if I was the maker. I'd have all sorts of inscriptions, but there you have it. So between the two, can you believe it? The 13/8 wins every time. But if you want a really, really high quality, top end custom razor, a half hollow Rigarazor, superb. Right, I should just wash off a little bit of this. And I'm going to put, for a change, I'm going to put a splash on. Because I need to wake myself up and freshen up. So I'm going to go and use exactly the same as I used last time, which is this Pinal by Clubman aftershave. Very nice, wakes you up. Lots of alcohol in it. And here's more to the point, a lovely lemony zest. There's the mark of a good shave. Yes, I can feel the alcohol. I can. Minor sting from the alcohol, but the shave itself, perfection. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope some of this is amusing, and see you all again very soon. Martin's Shave Tests, over and out.